Elevate Talkz and you got your boy Standout in the fucking building, and we got a returning fucking guest.
Oh really? Oh real? Oh
yeah,
guest?
Yeah,
Huh?
I don't even need to intro you because you can intro yourself at this point.
That's crazy. You call me a guest.
Well, not a guest, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Man. It's been a while, man.
Yeah,
G6 is back. Elevated Talkz, man. My guy Terrence. Yeah, man. It's great to be back. Last time we was rocking out was 2021, man.
It's a long time.
It's 2025, man, but it don't even feel like it, man. We still, we still here, still doing what we do. So
absolutely,
it's great, man.
Absolutely. And then we got two beautiful ladies here. There's gonna be some more, but we got two beautiful ladies here. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the cameras.
Hello, I'm Kim. Kim.
Charlize.
I'll tag your socials and everything on the video and shit. How you guys doing? How you feeling?
Good. Feeling good.
Oh,
how's your mental health?
Nice.
My mental health is great.
You guys believe in mental health and shit?
Yep.
Absolutely 100%.
Okay, because some people are like, what the fuck? Mental health,
right.
They're lacking.
Sometimes
they're lacking.
Is lacking.
That's facts. That is true.
That's
true.
Okay.
Where you guys from?
California.
What part of California?
I grew up in Southern California, in a smaller town, in between Palm Springs and Riverside.
Okay.
I'm West LA, baby, all
West
day.
LA. What high school you go to?
I went to Laces.
Laces.
Unicorns.
Okay.
Laces.
Yep, go Unicorn.
You know about Laces.
How?
I was a Carson High guy myself.
Right. I'm a Beverly High guy.
Right down the block. Yep.
So when I was there, I was at Pacific in San Bernardino when I went back there, and then I moved here, and I ended up graduating from here, but we still stayed in back and forth between California. So.
Okay. What high school did you go to out here?
Durango.
Okay.
Blazers.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I live not too far from Durango, so yeah. I pass by all the time. I've seen you've been on the fucking, your little tour and shit. I wouldn't say little, but
just working, man. Just putting in the work. God is the greatest. I just make sure that He's guiding me. He's the guiding light. But aside from that, just putting in the work, man. It's great to see you doing your thing as well.
Oh, yeah.
I distinctively remember you saying, "We'll be 4 years from now, and then we'll look and see the work that we put in. Like we could really it would be smooth. We could insert that and that'd be
I'm gonna find that fucking clip.
And I know where it is, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Shout out to Angela too, by the way. She's doing her wellness shit. But I was telling him it's kind of funny because you see so many fucking podcasts, right? Like you see a shit ton, and they last about a year, maybe two. But then after that, they just fickle out. Unless they're real popular, like Earn Your Leisure, Joe Budden, and shit like that. Who's Your Daddy? I don't really listen to that no more. But Cocktails, shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's Cam and Mace's podcast. Well, there's more like a show.
Definitely shouts out to Cam and Mace. Shouts out to Nick Dice, the producer too, man. I told everybody he need to win Producer of the Year. He killing it right now. But that's my guy. That's my people over there.
Yeah, those are the ones that I know at the top of my head that they just say everybody else is whatever.
But why you think that is though? Why you think? Because the funny thing about it is we talked about it. It's almost like really having that vision. So we talked about it then, and now we actually in it. So 4 years going by. So why you think that is?
It's the same shit as music. A lot of times people do things because it's a fucking fad and shit, or they think that they could get rich quick off it.
True.
And then they realize that you got to put a lot of work in before you start. Remember when I had the Bel Air Rose fucking sponsorship? I had to
yeah. Hey yo, man. Hey, that was the first episode. Yo, that was crazy. That was my first. No, that was my second one because we did the first one, and then the second one was the Champagne Talks. Remember?
Yeah.
The first one was me, you, and Danny B when I had the top 40 under 40.
I think it's the other way around.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did do the Champagne one first.
You're right. Champagne. You was the first one on Champagne Talks.
You're right.
Yeah, so consistency and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you ladies could attest to that. If you don't mind, what are your hobbies, or what do you do? What do you do for?
So I have a salon space that I do hair and everything out of, but I don't do that too much anymore.
Okay.
Used to do it all the time. Don't. I run an OnlyFans management
Okay.
company. And then I actually am getting ready to start a podcast. So it'll be more of a show than a podcast, but working on that. That's been in the works for a little bit, making sure that we do it the right way. So that I don't end up being a statistic.
Absolutely,
because I don't do statistic play.
I'm gonna put the music in the background, but every time somebody fucking comes out with some shit and then they don't succeed, and I'm on their ass, I'm like, come on, because I'm all about uplifting and pushing people to their shit. and they don't fucking stay with it, I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No,
why do y'all think, like, the same question, like, why do y'all think that some, like, people start podcasts and then they just fizzle out? Like,
I think you want something to happen for you really quickly, and it doesn't. I just don't feel like anything works like that. Like, even just with any business, I do modeling as well, and so for me, even with that, I feel like there's a lot of people who will start. They're like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, or they're getting all these free shoots, and they start realizing, well, it's not so easy to get the paid ones or all of this, but a lot of times you have to do all the little things for you to get to where you want to be.
there you go.
And I feel like that's kind of where a lot of people struggle with podcasts too. You think people are going to automatically like what you're putting out. And
Facts.
people may like it, but it also has to be seen.
Right.
And there's so many other things that are great right now.
Right.
People are not going to necessarily just come and check into what you're doing. So
No, most definitely.
you have to figure out what how you bring those people in. Once you do that, I feel like you can do it. But I think we just think it's going to happen quickly, and it's just not.
Yeah, I think those natural organic relationships that flow on like everybody can register with that, and I think those are the ones that pop off. And I think once they start being forced, that's when it kind of starts to fizzle, because everyone sees it's kind of like desperado. Like, what is this? What am I
Why are we
saying?
doing this? Why are you
Yeah.
doing too
What am
much?
I-
You're doing too much.
Right, you're doing too much. That's what you
Calm
start
down.
watching them and seeing that. Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, the ones that I tune into, I like the natural vibe. Like you was talking about Cam and him, I was on Cam's Talk with Flea. I did one of his.
That's right. I knew
Yeah.
a fucking creep. I was like, damn,
I
she
did.
looks so familiar, but I don't
Yeah.
want to be no fucking creep and shit.
Yeah,
like,
he just hit me. Yeah, I did his game show, which is his like new concept on his Talk with Flea network, and so yeah, I'm just kind of seeing where it goes with me with there. Like I said,
it's
I like that.
funny that you said that, because like you said, I remember vividly now. They were they was like what is like women always asking for, like money or whatever, and you said it right, $40.
Okay, they're like, okay, hold on real quick.
She hates the $40.
Because they had my face,
put the
and it was $40. Like it's my like a price or something. I'm like,
want to
yo,
post it. That's
I'm
how
like,
Kim get down. She didn't
yeah.
want to post it.
No,
I remember
that yeah, but it was a background thing before that, because we were kind of just shooting the shit before the show, and they were like, well, how much do girls charge? And we all said $40, and so that was like the precursor to that.
Okay.
So when it popped up on the show, I was like $40. And that's why it was like automatic. But people thought, like, I saw the comments, they was like, Shorty is like lowballing herself. I'm like, no.
Because
Not me at all.
There's no price.
The way that the thumbnail was, like, because it was two thumbnails. It was like the first one that was just presenting it. So it was like, okay, this is dope. She posted that one.
Yeah.
But then the other one that had like 40 right on the titties, she wasn't fucking with.
Somebody clipped that,
crazy.
actually. I seen it on YouTube, as a matter of fact. Somebody clipped it. I think it was like MTR or somebody. I can't remember, but they clipped that shit up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can
I told her
imagine.
she went viral. I be telling her she went viral, man. Kim is a staple out here. She, she just, she moving and shaking and stuff like that, but very humble. But it's like, come on, man, come on. You gotta post it, because and you know me when it comes to posting.
Yeah,
you gotta post that shit.
He hates that. I don't post shit. Like
No. You don't have to post. It's not about you not posting shit. Just post when you're on Cam and Mace's show, and you and Cam are good friends, and great things are happening.
yeah.
That's all.
Well, it's all organic. Like I said,
No, most definitely, most
I register with
Shouts
just
out to
nothing but
them.
organic. Yeah, shout out to Cam
Yeah.
for sure. It's just
what you
chill-
remind
chill
me of?
dude.
You remind me of one of those one of like the women that was that used to be an actress, and now she just like she don't act anymore. Like she just
That's
like
accurate.
She pulled up with the Angela Bassett vibes. I was thinking
yeah.
the same
That's
thing.
my lady right
Yeah,
there. That's
yeah,
my
like, she's
number.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
you
on my
know, like-
top list
like-
of actresses. Yeah.
like bitch, what? Cheesecake Factory,
Right.
But I love the Cheesecake Factory. What?
See,
Okay.
real women,
Yeah.
real women.
So let me ask you.
Right.
Let me ask you. You guys in relationships? Okay. Okay, see, we're gonna get back to that. How does I mean, just the shit that you do, everything that you do, how does your guy or girl?
Guy.
I got to make sure I ask, because some people they be like, oh shit, okay, you're with a girl, okay, my bad, my bad, sis. But how's the dynamic of your relationship when it comes down to like, does your man feel comfortable, like you both are in entertainment space and content space?
My man's
right?
not insecure.
Okay, but
That's the easiest way to put it. He's not insecure. We don't have any of those issues. I can do and be myself. I can go live how I want to live. Like, it's not an issue.
what would you describe insecure though?
For me, I feel like there's a lot of men. If you feel like you have to be worried constantly about what your girl's doing, whatever it is, for one, don't date someone who's attractive.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Is like the biggest thing. There's so many men that, in my opinion, are insecure because of your behavior towards what your girl's doing, or, oh, you know, she's here, she's there. Well, why are you doing this? Why are you, you know, why do you have to go do that? Well, are you with a bunch of guys? Are you with this? Are you with that? No matter what, I'm going to be around men and women.
Okay.
And both men and women find me attractive. So no matter what, it's all about what our dynamic is, how we are. So if you feel that you have to argue with someone about where they're going constantly, why they're doing this, in some way, shape, or form, you're insecure about something, whether that's within yourself or whether that's your partner. If you don't trust your partner, I also feel like that's an insecurity for you.
That's a big part.
So if you don't trust her, there's an insecurity between your relationship. So you have to find that balance of how do you fix that? And again, it could be an insecure thing where it may not be that he's insecure about himself, but he's insecure about your relationship.
Exactly.
So I don't have that issue with my partner.
Okay.
We don't have that insecurity thing. We trust each other, you know, fully. He can go be around whoever he wants and I'm not going to think twice about it. I can be around whoever I want. He's not going to think twice about it. But it's also, again, that thing where we built that trust there. Yeah. So there's no reason for him to be insecure.
And you're in a situationship.
How'd you, did that oh my goodness.
For a long time, brother. You've been doing it for a long time.
This. Got it. Yeah, you're an expert. You read it completely right. I mean, I'm usually a long relationship girl. So before that, like a year and a half ago, I was in an 8-year relationship. Before that, I was in a 10-year relationship. So this is new for me. And I think it's a situationship because of this whole dating pool that we have here. It's really crappy.
It's a situationship because of the dating pool.
No, seriously.
You're the one that dictates it's a situationship. The dating pool will dictate that it's a situationship. Yeah.
Well, both. Because the dating pool dictated it being a situationship. Like, he's been out here, apparently. And he's been out here dating. So now that you're dating me, I'm like, oh, you're tainted. Oh, great.
But we're all grown. There's what the fuck
is tainted? Yeah, tainted. Even for me, like, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I understand, like, you're feeling like the dating pool is this. The dating pool is, you know, what most of us will say is trash. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I feel like you're tainting him. By you having those feelings towards him, you taint him with that. Because at the end of the day,
another one.
You could be with someone who, that's like someone saying, okay, all of the girls who I work with who I manage for OnlyFans, they've slept with all these people. They're doing this on cameras, whatever the situation is.
Right.
So if a man were to come and say, you're tainted goods, I can't be with you. That's not the world tainting her. That's the man tainting her. So you have to look at it in the same way. If he's out here,
I take
he's out here disrespecting you.
Yeah, no, it's
a different
experiences. See, if I've had only 2 long relationships and he's had many little whatever you want to call them, he's tainted to me because of his experiences. My experiences have been nothing but so like longevity. We're really gonna get married. We're gonna do this. We're gonna plan out. His experiences, let's go with the flow.
Oh, so then it's not the dating pool that tainted him. It's him who tainted him. And you picked someone who's tainted. So now you're in a situationship with someone who's tainted.
Because of my experience.
Which is valid.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
I feel like it's valid, but you still, you know, at that point, this is just like picking that thing of
woman he's ever.
Well, well, we can agree to disagree, but I agree with that. Because he definitely tainted himself.
That's the thing, he tainted himself, but it's like, you know.
We don't agree with none of that stuff you guys are saying.
So you guys don't think you guys
because it's impossible to be tainted. Okay, so this is what.
That's why I said I don't.
No, you're good. This is where you fucked up. Because you said you fucked up when you said experiences when that's what makes a man a man. You want to fuck a man and suck a man because of his experiences in life. The shit that makes you want to love a man is because he has experience. So it has not like his experiences is what you're attracted to. You having a lot of experiences is not the vibe. Him having a lot of experiences is what makes him the vibe. That's why you want to fuck with him.
No, I think beyond the experience is what makes me want to fuck him. Like
fuck with him.
Fuck with him.
Like initially it's attraction. Okay, cool. I think you look good.
Right.
Now it's like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's the first thing you're gonna ask? I hang with you all the time, Ken. What you want to do? You want to go eat, right? And you want this nigga to go take you and all that type of shit.
Right.
So he has to have a fucking experience to go to these goddamn restaurants.
So basically,
he got to know where to take you. He got to have experience.
It could be his first time with me. It's fine. So we can go to the sushi place for the first time. We can go.
No, true, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, experiences is attractive to a woman. It's not attractive. You guys going on an experience. We don't care about nothing that you guys do experience-wise. Like experience-wise, like if you say, "Oh, I got on a jet," or like if you guys pull out money, it's nothing. Like no one cares about a woman with money. Fuck the job.
Really?
Like if you have brick.
No.
Okay.
If you're butt naked with some money, by all means. Okay. You know, if it's the indecent proposal, Demi Moore shit, and we got a whole bunch of money, we fucking, that's cracking.
Okay.
But besides that, like you guys actually having money, like we don't give a fuck. You know that. You guys know that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't walk around. You guys are very successful, and you don't walk around showing money.
Right.
No.
Because
my money is not there. My money does not exist in this world.
Well, there you go. She has meta money.
I like that. Yeah.
I mean.
Don't count personally. Don't count mine.
Yeah.
As a woman going to a man, don't count mine.
Please.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I won't use my money for this or that. But at the end of the day, it's not.
It's not for you.
There's a woman's place and a man's place when it comes to that.
Yeah,
and that's not my place.
So, what do you think the structure is in a relationship?
For me, I can't say it's for everyone because I definitely wholeheartedly feel like there's women who are out there who they are meant to go 50-50 with a man. They are meant to do that.
Right.
That is them. That is
most
not
of,
me.
But that's most of the population.
Most of the population,
the world are supposed to do that. It's okay, right?
It's not even that they're supposed to. It's the fact that they choose to, or they're not willing to.
Economics, like economically, that's what the world is built on. Like society got built on that.
They have no choice. I don't have that problem. So for me, I definitely am very much, again, like a woman's place, man's place. I'm very traditional. Mm-hmm. I am completely fine with a man telling me, you need to be in the house, make sure you're cooking, cleaning, fucking, sucking, doing whatever. And I will not think twice. I won't argue it. I'll be like, okay. But at the same time, that man also has to be able to provide me with a safe and healthy place that I can do that.
Yeah.
And if I'm not in a place or a home or whatever where I'm comfortable enough to be able to do all of those things, don't ask me to do it. You have no right to ask me to do that.
But no real man's going to ever ask. They just do it. But I get your.
But I've never had that issue. I've never.
I get your.
For me, I've always had men who are going to make sure it's all taken care of.
Exactly. There's no.
I think you guys are experienced enough to know what you want. I don't think you'll want to waste time with somebody with the potential of, X, Y, and Z, or what you were just saying. So, I mean, like, you don't have to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? And, same thing, you were long-term relationships or whatever. And, you kind of know what you want, and I kind of agree with you guys. I mean, I'm not a 50-50 guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have my own way of doing shit. Like, I live by, I say it all the time, I live by the 3 F's. Fucking, feminine, and feeding me, right? So, I don't expect for my woman to, like, be at my beck and call as far as, like, cooking on the drop of a dime or whatever. But I'm not just talking about feeding me food. Like, I'm talking about feeding me, like, intellectually, all that shit like that, right? Like, don't be no dumbass, you know what I mean? Like, like, cause like, if we can't laugh or we can't have a conversation, or if, like, all right, so I'm opposite of everybody. Like, I'm, like, most women, 90% of the women that I've ever dated, they're, like, more, like, liberal. I'm more conservative, you know what I'm saying? But, like, when I say feed me, I'm like, okay, well, let's bounce shit off of each other. I'm not going to judge you. Don't judge me. Just because I move in this light, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have an open mind when you come, fucking with me. You know what I mean? So, some guys will argue, 50-50, gold digger bullshit like that, whatever. And then you got your guys that was in the, the manosphere. I don't know if you know what the manosphere is. Probably don't. But
give us a short. Give us a short word.
Oh, you know the manosphere.
Yeah. But, I call a lot of those guys, it was infiltrated, and, you're fresh and fits and shit like that. And, He-Man woman haters. They'll tell you that, in order to get this, she needs to give you that. Like, nah, it's simple. Yeah.
Well, it's just different because with those type of situations, it's just like they not understanding that they're not supposed to be taking that type of responsibility. Like, when shit goes wrong, it's the man's fault. They're blaming the women. No real man respects that.
No.
Bottom line.
Nothing's ever.
This shit is fucked up because of men fucking this shit up. It's that simple. Because we can't be the ones that made the world and made everything great and did everything good. And, we're the first class citizens, you guys are second class citizens and all that type of shit for the traditional women or whatever. And then we try to front like when shit goes awry, it's y'all fault. That ain't even that's not, to me, that's not even being offensive. That's not even like an offensive mindset. That's like, we run the show. If shit fuck up, it's our fault. Period. Because that's all we know.
Right. Well, that's the men's that's the men's position. Right. But I think where we get lost in it is like, whatever happened to being friends first?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like considering people in their situation.
That's completely lost.
You know, I mean, because it's like, okay, of course, of course, I would want you to be the provider, but hey, you might be off your game. You might be in between jobs right now. So now what? You a broke ass nigga just because of this transition you're going through, and you can't take care of me? No, I'm gonna look at your situation and say, no, he got potential, and that's another thing. Potential.
But see that's cool, but
that's a slippery slope. Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
That's dicey, just because like, are we talking about a regular person? Or are we talking about you guys? Mm-hmm. So it's like every time we had, we always have these podcasts, and every time I'm saying something, he'll be like, "Yeah, but gee, we not talking about us." So it's like it gets dicey, because we don't move like that. You guys don't move like that, but for the average person, they do.
They do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try not to throw 100% of myself into the situation, because like, I'm just moving on my own drama. I really don't give a fuck about too much. I'm about getting money. Like the one thing I could say is that I don't have a lot of time. So even with this shit, like I had a whole bunch of other shit. Like this the first. Let's give a hand clap. This is the first fucking episode. Like in 6 months.
6 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was like, look, man, they've been missing the panels. We got to get it back going. So it's good to just motivate my man to be like, man, fuck it, let's get back on.
This is good though, because conversations like this need to be had. Like even with the whole mental, it's so interesting that like mental awareness has just become a forefront as of recent.
Right.
Like the whole word narcissist, that's been stretched as of recent. For sure. But like maybe 10, 20 years ago, no one even knew the word. No one knew to match this guy is that.
Yeah.
So, but even now that
like entrepreneur, people weren't saying that shit.
Yeah, but now everyone's a narcissist is what everyone, is the stories, because now it's all widespread. It's become something that's...
Well, you got the buzzword mafia and shit,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get called a narcissist sometimes.
Oh,
of course.
Goodness.
I've been called a narcissist before. I won't even say that there's not. I feel like we all in some way have certain tendencies, but there's a difference between someone being a narcissist and having those tendencies.
Tendencies.
I agree, because I'm not a fucking narcissist, but like, I'm not gonna lie.
A narcissist would say that.
I was like, that's the first thing you're like.
I'm not gonna lie. I could admit and take accountability. Like, I'm arrogant and confident and shit. I'm not, straddle the line and cocky. I'm not cocky, but I'm very confident and shit. So like, I feel like when I walk in the room, like, like I have no problem. You know what I'm saying? I just maneuver through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
know that feeling.
Yeah. I just walk in, just maneuver like, hey, what's up? What's cracking? You know what I'm saying? Right. And I know that because of the work I put in and the relationships that I have. You know what I'm saying? And so if I need a favor, whatever, if I need somebody to pull up, or if I need to say he needed a deal with somebody or whatever, then I'm gonna make a phone call, blah blah blah. We're gonna get the shit.
Oh yeah. He bigger than just the podcast. It's just he be so busy and stuff, and doing the football stuff with your son. That's the same thing with me. So we kind of did the same situation, because I was with my son hooping and stuff like that. So I didn't step away from it, but a lot of platforms they left. I don't know what happened to them. We can have that conversation or the other conversation, but it's a lot of things that be going on. So. Mm-hmm. And we need platforms. That's why you said you got a podcast or something. Did you have a name for it, or?
So it's actually going to just be Charlize will figure it out, and we're just gonna talk about a whole lot of everything.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna figure it out, and if I don't, we gonna. I did.
So is it gonna be like one of those more like some shit like kind of like Melissa Ford shit? What is it?
So I actually, for me,
yes, don't start. You wild for that. Go.
No, I'm just asking. Let me throw this out there. I do not like.
You actually watched that? You saw that? Okay, cool.
No, so I like more of like the vibes of it's kind of like a mix between like Krisha Please, Plug Talk, and then we're gonna have like the Tyra Show, like kind of those vibes, kind of all mixing together. Okay. I'm gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. There will be a lot of stuff, especially like about because of me working with OnlyFans models and everything. I feel like there's a lot of stigmas with female orgasms, being a woman, different things like that, as well as I do, even though I work in an industry, I have my own business. I work in an industry where I'm working with so many women who don't necessarily like the traditional lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to still talk about that. And like, that needs to be shared. Like, hey, it's okay to want either option. Right. I don't, but it's okay for other people to. And then also making sure we talk about sex and a whole lot of that. Because
a whole lot of that.
In this, there's just so much that I feel like people just don't know about sex, and there's so many different things that are just not talked about.
So, what are some of the biggest misconceptions about sex that you guys would talk about, or that you should let people know about?
So for me, one of the biggest things I've realized, there's a lot of women, the more and more that I've talked to different women about stuff, who have never once had an actual orgasm, or who are terrified to communicate with their partner. Yeah. So I want to make sure that we teach women, how can you communicate with your partner? Let them know what you like. Let them know this. There's so many women who are stuck in these marriages and they're like, oh, this isn't good, that's not good, whatever the situation is. And it's really just the fact, you're unhappy because of sex. And everyone pretends like sex isn't a big deal. But in any relationship, that's a staple. No matter what, that's a huge part.
Like, wait, time out. Time the fuck out. Who pretends like sex ain't a big deal?
A lot of people. Mm-hmm. A lot of people pretend like sex isn't a big deal. A lot of people will pretend
your
like
business thrives because of sex.
But
there's opposite of that.
But there's a lot of people who act like it's not that serious, or they're like, oh, and especially women. It's more so the women who pretend like it's not that serious.
Okay.
Or men, not even that. Or men who, it's not that they don't act like it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal for their woman to be pleased. It's only a big deal for them to get what they want out of it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very interesting. Because I think sex is a big deal. Like,
sex is a big deal. I agree. That's what I'm saying. We have that conversation has to be had. That people don't want to use toys in relationships. Shit, maybe that's for a lot of women. They only clitorally get off. So, what's next? Have some fun.
Never ran across those.
Yeah,
The traditionals. You haven't run across the.
That's a little
vanilla. Just a little vanilla to your life. A little vanilla. Missionary.
Yeah.
No back shots.
Yeah. A lot of them toys be doing. Y'all be playing with the toys too much. See, that should be fucking up the sensitivity too.
That's not necessarily true. I feel like it's one of those things. A lot of women now, they add so much and they pretend like it's this, or oh, you need that, you need this. No, it's what are you doing? How are you doing it? And a lot of times it's an emotional thing. For a lot of women, you do have to emotionally be connected to someone for you to even have an orgasm. Right. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people are like, oh no, it's because you play with toys, you do this. No, they're just not actually interested in you.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, we're going to cut right quick and take a break. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. On time.
I'll be on time. Okay. That's one time.
All right, now let's get back to this. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna take accountability this time. I can admit when I'm wrong. I told my girl that
it's okay.
I told her the wrong time, so I'm taking accountability and saying I fucked up.
Told you. That's what real men.
So go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers out there. Let them know your name, if you want to know them to know your handles.
Sure. My name is Marilyn. I'm Cuban. I moved here in 2009. I have 2 kids. I work with anything that has to be with a county. Trying to work hard. I made it here. Nice. Learning.
Good job.
Nice.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Again, that was my fuck up. So here's I talked to like 1 million different people. I just showed you seen everybody in the inbox, right? So my co-host, he was supposed to come. We had to move the time for him. He wound up having his daughter.
Oh yeah.
So we wind up moving the time for him, and then I had to book the studio or whatever the case may be. So she confirmed. She did confirm. I said yes, but I'm thinking like it's a brain fart, and I sent this whole thing out to him saying, hey, make sure they're here 15 minutes before so we can prep them. Blah blah yada yada yada.
Because you ain't send it to her.
Let's be honest. No offense, but 9 times out of 10, you had 3 things with women. They come hella late because you guys be on your own time. We'll talk about that.
I'm just going to admire your accountability. Anyway.
And the second thing is like they flake at the last minute. And the third thing is like I get the no call, no show, and they hit you up after you hear, oh, I wish I was on there. I'm so sorry. Next time you gotta get me on.
That's definitely, especially in Vegas.
Yeah,
so that happens.
So I like to get it 15 minutes so we can know where the mic, the engineering setup, the mics, and all that good stuff. So again, that's on me.
You were still late.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I can admit that. Mm-hmm. I take accountability.
Nice. There we go. You're back there. Nice.
I think I can speak for the Leos, that I'm one of the very few Leos that can take accountability in most things.
Okay.
Right when he said that, the whole room changed. Like, everybody changed. They was like, okay.
So what you guys trying to say? You got like Leo's got some kind of stigma on us or what?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let me hear it.
100%.
Like the ego is too high. Leos have a really high ego. It's really hard for them to admit
very
it when they're
self-centered.
Okay,
like they make a mistake.
Very self-centered.
Yeah. Remember the lion in the Wiz?
Yeah.
That's the lion. The lion in the Wiz. All that rawr, but it's like
yeah. Okay.
But it's really like shadowed in there. It's like
But we appreciate it. Like honestly, it's they should learn about it. That's just like, hey, I make a mistake. It's okay. That's the problem. It's not we're not perfect.
We appreciate you not being a typical Leo.
Okay, thank you. So I guess I'm on the other side.
You just
okay,
something mixed inside of you.
No, they did you like the army. They broke you down to build you right.
Yeah.
Just gotta break you down.
We like that. That's what we are. That's like we're moms. We have to bring you up after.
Oh, okay. So we already got on their relationship stuff. What about yours? Like, how are you dating? Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm single. Mm-hmm.
You're single.
Yes, planning to be single for a while.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she just got over a heartbreak.
I was about to say that you just left something for sure.
No. It has been like a year. Yeah, signs, but
a year now in 2025.
It's time to have some fun.
Planning to learn and working on myself a little bit more. Sometimes when you're out in a relationship for too long, you forget about you. You definitely need to work on yourself. So I was married for like 13 years. I met my ex-husband when I was 18. Then we got divorced and I met someone else and it didn't work out either. So after like 4 years, so it's just my time now.
All right. Hey,
that's okay. Take it for yourself.
And it's Vegas. It's hard to find the right person. It's not that I don't want it. I don't want to date. It's just that I just want to wait because it's
the right person will come to you when it's time. When it's time for you, you'll get it.
When you say it's Vegas, what do you mean, though, for the viewers? Like, because this is all over the world. So when you say it's Vegas, explain what you mean by that.
Vegas, I mean, I'm not going to say Vegas. I feel just today's day dating, it's just a game right now and see how much you can get from that person that you're seeing. And you're like, and that's just the time. Before it was just the time. Now it's more. It's
so everything's like transactional.
It's transactional, 100%. So it's really hard to find a person that click on you and definitely have same goals and definitely work together and see it as a family because that's what we're looking for. We don't want to joke. And if it's a joke, then just say it at the beginning and we're going to play that game together. But don't just slide.
But then when you play that game, sometimes you guys that tango doesn't go your way.
Do you know what happened with guys? Guys are always afraid to admit that they are in a game just because they want to play the game. And
we're all playing games. Hold on. We're all playing games. Let's be fair.
I agree with you.
Okay.
But guys always go emotional. They know that we need that emotional part. We work by emotions. So sometimes they feel they're not going to get it if they're honest in the beginning. They feel that they have to play the game
That's 1,000,000%.
Exactly. So, but that's the problem. It's like guys hate drama, but sometimes you guys made the drama because lies give.
But I feel like that's women now too. I feel like everyone right now is playing games about it, and no one is actually ready to take it serious.
Right.
And when you are, there's just because you're ready doesn't mean the person is now ready to. And I feel like right now that same thing, you're saying it's the same thing for women. I have so many friends who I'm sitting here watching where they're sitting here playing a game with these men, acting like it's this, acting like it's that. But then complaining at the same time about, oh my gosh, now he doesn't want to take me serious now that I want to. You've been playing it as a joke too. You both have been playing this game the entire time. Now no one's winning. So
because this is the biggest divide that I've ever seen. Like that's the real topic. The real topic is in 2025. This is the biggest divide I've ever seen of like men and women.
Oh yeah.
Because of I blame these not this conversation, but these conversations in podcasts, because they didn't use this on some like influence and try to do this, that, and the third. They did this to be like, I don't like this about you and I don't like this about you. We're not supposed to be sitting here talking bored, okay? Like that's number one, because the first thing first is what do you and all women like? You guys all like fantasy. I don't give a fuck what nobody says because that's programmed inside of you.
Oh yeah, I'm a Disney princess.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
give me my fairy tale.
Exactly.
Still, and even like 40 years old, we're still one.
No, it doesn't.
One
to
that
you die. And that's why I have to reverse engineer what you said, because it's like at the end of the day, when you talk about that, like a woman always wants to be tricked and manipulated and all that stuff. That's why you guys always go for the bad guy. The nice guy, you guys don't want him. Very rarely that you want him. Very rarely. That's all I'm saying.
I feel it goes when you're ready for it. Well, I think it goes when you're ready for it. When you're ready for it, you don't want the
boom. So you got your Prince Charming, but after you're ready for it.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah. But it's even with guys too.
That what we were talking about earlier. Like you like originally you start dating for potential. Right. And then you start realizing like potential is only gonna lead me so far.
That's, I think, the problem is you go for potential and then you're wondering why you're doing it. You think, oh, he has potential. No, either find what you want or you don't. And if you don't know what you want, wait till you figure it out.
Yeah.
But see,
easier said than done.
But potential is the thing. See, that's the fucked up part because it's like if you're going for potential, you're not trying to just get to know the person. So initially, if we just trying to get some pussy and y'all just looking for potential, then ain't nobody trying to figure out who the fuck you are. And that's where everything gets lost.
You don't know what you want at that point.
No, fuck what you want. It's about who, like, hi, how are you doing? What's going on? I'm going to talk to you for 2, 3, 4 months. And I'm talking about from a man's perspective. So I know this is going to be, no one's going to agree with this and all that type of stuff on the man's perspective. But I'm from that era when remember when we was young and used to talk to a girl for like 2 and 3 weeks or a month or whatever. And then you finally, not that you just get the pussy, but you actually know who you're fucking, not after the Dre's fuck or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you actually know who the fuck it is.
Friends.
That's all. So we don't do that. And I'm talking about men. I'm taking accountability because I men don't do that. I do that. Like I can talk to a woman she can be in another state for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 months, and time goes by, and then by the time I've met her, so when I fuck her, she knows what the fuck is going on. You know, it's different, but you know.
But that is our fault too. Like we definitely go easy as well. So it's not just you guys. And I understand it's like if you have, let's say, on the market outside, on the dating market, if you have like 10 girls and then it's like 3 there, it's like hard for you. They're making you work harder. The other 7 are easy. It's like you're gonna forget about those 3. It's like I'm saying in general.
No, you're right.
Like why you're gonna work hard for those 3?
But it's because those 7 options are presented. It's like you remember what movie was that when he was like that girl's a 9, right? And he was like, yeah, just because she's standing over there with those 6s. Now this, remember? I forgot what movie it was. He was like, go like this. He went like this. And he was like, what the fuck? She's a 6. So it's like it's too many options, and that's what social media is. It's too many options, and that's what's going on right now.
Everyone's looking for what's next or who's what's going to be better. What's up next?
Everybody's looking for the bigger, better deal. Like period. So it's like, and that never happens.
I don't want the bigger, but I just want what's mine.
What is yours?
Right.
Exactly.
What you choose, but it's what you choose. And the thing in which it sounded like you were saying is that you guys have all the power when it comes to that. Like that part of it. We can't fuck you unless you allow us to fuck you. Yeah. And when you guys lose sight of that shit.
Even more than that, I feel that you don't go. It's funny, but like even when we go to a place, we go to a nightclub, I feel that we open the door for that person to go and approach you and talk to you.
Yeah.
So we know when the guy is looking at us. We know it's maybe one crazy guy that goes without, nothing. Yeah. But it's like usually we know. We open that door for you guys to talk to us, for you guys to invite us.
But men don't even move like that now because men be on social media. They don't even holler at women like that no more because
the chase is different.
Everybody hides behind something. No one wants to say, hey, how are you doing? Because everybody's afraid of, everybody knows in 5 seconds when you meet somebody, we all know it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. When you meet a chick, I want to fuck her.
You
meet a nigga, you want to fuck. In your mind, whether you do or not, your mind tells you that keeps you talking.
It's for women too. If you want to see that man again,
exactly.
If you want to sleep with him, what it is. Even if you choose not to, like in your head.
Exactly.
Oh, I would sleep with him.
But it's a physical attraction. You do have. It's a chemistry. There is that person that you don't even talk to that person yet, and you're like, that may be a yes.
Yeah,
and so it's the chemistry. I feel that it's the energy and the clicks that you do.
So what do you feel like men are like lacking and not doing that?
I don't blame them. I don't blame a man.
Is it just like the trauma or pain? I'm not trying to be dramatic.
No.
The things that you went through that has you like, okay, I'm not dealing with a man.
No, it was my fault, 100%.
Wow. Is this a first? Hold on.
Accountability.
In Elevated Talks history, this might be a first. It was your. I don't know if you mind sharing, but
so my relationships that I had first, my husband, I met him when I was way too young. So I was like 17. He was 26. Yeah. So definitely,
two different
we. It's like we always like a woman when we get a man, and especially when you're young. I feel that sometimes we change a lot just to like be there, be the piece they need. And once you start growing, you're like, hey, hold on, this is not me. Hey, I don't like that. I don't like this.
Right. And also, as someone who, that age difference is a huge thing too.
100%.
Especially when you're that young. I feel like it's a little different as women, as we get a little bit older. I feel like it's okay to date older a little bit more, but when you're that young, you haven't even been to a bar yet.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
You can't even go.
I want to go.
He can't want it. He can go and do that, but you never were able to.
Really know what they want until about 40, 42.
Where'd you get that number from?
I get it from women.
Oh, okay, because they say men don't mature until y'all 45. So what you think about that?
To me, that's all finance. That's all predicated on finance. If you ask me.
All right, I'm gonna break it down real simple. So a woman, she's immature from the moment that she started getting attention from guys. So she doesn't get mature. That's why I said around 40, because that's when she got to go through some life experiences.
That's why I went over y'all heads, because he's not talking about that. It's a different type of maturity. Okay. I get
so a man, like, he's naturally immature. That's why I always use a car analogy. People hate it.
Right.
But I like it, because a car, like a guy, is like a piece of shit car. Like, he has to build himself up to be something great,
right.
And hold
on with that. And you guys will never appreciate that. Just always know that.
What do you mean?
That moment, what he just said, we have to build ourselves up to be great. You guys will never, and I'm going to explain, but you guys will never appreciate that. And the reason why you'll never appreciate it is because you never seen it. You never saw it happen. You showed up to something that was already made.
Disagree.
So women don't contribute to the building of that car?
No, you guys just show up to the house.
It's a really good one. Go for it.
No, but listen, I'm not talking about an isolated incident.
Fucking moderator right now.
But you guys are going to do isolated incidents. I'm talking about majority. So when I say these things, I'm talking about, and in general, I'm never talking about what's going on between us. The bottom line, at the end of the day, that's what I see. I always see that. So
speak for the majority, not the minority.
Right. So that's when we had these conversations, I'm always talking about the general. I'm not talking about, our nuance, this, that, and the third, because usually for some reason everybody.
But explain yourself, because I don't get it. What do you mean we don't see it? We do see it.
Well, no,
that we pretend that we don't does not mean that we don't see it.
I didn't see it. I said you'll never understand it fully. Just same way that we'll never understand certain aspects of it. So it's like, at the end of the day, when you show up to a man, like you said you want him to be attractive, all these other things, right? Like that's initial.
I can tell you what I'm looking for.
No, but I'm saying initially, before a man says anything, we need to have the initial, I want to do something with this person, correct?
Not necessarily.
So somebody you're just going to walk up to and he's just not attractive to you?
I put it in more lamer terms. Yeah. Back to the car analogy. So you guys look at it from a different standpoint, because you guys are Mercedes, Ferraris,
right?
BMW.
But do you guys understand him saying that?
Yeah,
you guys are born Benzes.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
And I'm an old school girl. I'll get an old school and I'll redo the whole thing.
You still that old school 91 Mercedes that's still worth a lot of money. Okay, right. The one that Deion Sanders had, right? Okay, so somebody like him, myself, like, okay, we were that car at the junkyard right there, and as time goes, hopefully, not all guys, you got to build yourself up, and eventually, if you do it right, and if you do what you got to do, and if you be accountable, take responsibility, then fucking you'll become this prize car at the auction. You know what I'm saying? So to make a long story short,
no, but
you
ask them the question. Say, so after we put all that work in, do you guys give it the credit, or is it just like whatever because we put the?
I think it depends.
Don't speak for you. We, as the general regular woman, you believe that the that's my question. Okay, all right, that's the all right.
Those social media girls, no.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the world right now.
That's the world. So that's what I'm saying. So that's my point.
But I don't think that's the world. I think that's the world we're looking into it, but that it's not the world.
Very true. That's what's being shown.
Very true. It's not. If you go more deep and inside, like what we're saying, we still want like the teenager love, like emotional. We're still looking for those things.
Friendship.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm going with the card analysis too. I agree with what you said. Some of us were born with that privilege, and that's awesome. Like, we're lucky, thanks God.
Some women or not all?
No, I don't think all.
Not all women?
No, not all women.
All women are.
I don't think so. But it's so great when you find a person and say, yes, maybe you are the junk car. Maybe I'm a Mercedes. Let's do that. Let's work together. I will give you a little bit part. Like, I will give you like my transmission. I will give you this one. And
but that's you giving it. So I think what from what I'm gathering is you're saying you guys had to do that for yourself, whether there was someone there to help you, no matter what, you internally had to do it.
Yes.
So where I disagree with the whole situation of you guys saying that it's not, it's mostly all women. No, it's not. There are so many women who now they've also put that work into themselves to make them one thing. We're looking at an age where how many of these girls are sitting, but I'm saying right now, just think about it. Like with her analogy, what she just said is it's women this or women that, women want this. Right. No, the same thing for women. They're still putting their clothes on. They're still sitting here. Oh, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to go buy a new ass. I'm going to go buy a new tits. Sure. I'm going to go get my lips done. I'm going to go do this. So it's the same thing. Women are building themselves up in the same way, but not in the same instance. But now that's also the thing. You're saying that women don't see this. Women are also doing those things.
See, we're saying you don't understand.
They don't understand it, but a lot of women. But that's the thing. It doesn't. They do understand. Most women are going to understand.
That's like us understanding you guys going through pregnancy. Will never. Okay, so you'll never understand a man building himself to be something that women have to build themselves. That you'll say hi when he says hi. What's your name? So you guys don't get it because it's just.
So you don't think we have to build ourselves?
That's same with women.
No. You have to ask them.
No.
You don't think we have to build ourselves?
No.
Is that all women?
No, you don't have to build up shit.
We just come well equipped.
If you're beautiful,
listen.
Hey, but that's the thing.
All right, so
if you're not, we'll still fuck with you because there's regular people that
that's where I'm saying. That's my point that I'm saying. Is it's not. You're saying it's all. There's a lot of women. It's not. There's a lot of women.
Doesn't have to work on herself to get laid. A man does. What are you talking about?
No,
that's cat.
That's cat.
No,
hold on.
Terrence.
So listen.
Okay, so are you gonna fuck an ugly girl?
Wait, hold on. Wait
talking about me.
And
if it's a tricky Tuesday, and if it's a slow Tuesday,
I'm going to debunk that myth, right? Because have you seen most of our baby mamas?
Yeah, come on now.
Have you ever seen the kind of like, damn, his baby, his child's mom is not the business.
And look, and the first baby mom, because like we're all in the industry, so you know how the joke is like the first baby mama is like the project baby mama, like that's the one you ain't had no money. You know what I'm saying? And she was just you use her EBT and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She was buying your cigarettes and Black and Miles. No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's like what we were talking is like. The marketing is different. Let's say it that way.
The marketing.
I'm in
marketing, so I love that.
Yes. So you as the guys, you guys have to work more on the financial, on the personal growth. That's the thing. That's your investment on yourself and like guy side.
Yes.
On the girl side, we have to invest on our physique too. We have to look good because you guys are not going to go for it.
You're not going to approach the
that's what she means when she was saying.
We will never agree with that.
She's got to come to you first.
That's what she means. That's what she means when she's saying
on work. The ugly, they got a saying. They say the twos, the fives are the funnest.
Yeah, but she still has to, at some point, she still in some way has to usually approach you first. You're not going to go and approach her first?
No. You might meet her at a Super Lounge.
See, y'all, why y'all capping? See, why you capping? They capping.
Because, like, look, most of the time, like, the looks is A1 amazing. We love it.
You know what? Maybe I don't understand it because I don't have that problem.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't see past your nose on this one. Yeah, and that happens. And all of you guys are all very good looking. So come on, guys, that's not fair. And you trying to act like, okay, not necessarily. We are not talking about the one time that the guy walks up and it's funny. If he says something funny, that's cool. But I'm talking about
a million people a day, right? I've seen women that look like they're about to fly away with their eyelashes and have Down syndrome and still have a man.
That's not and that's why I'm like, why are you playing? Why are you you just she's like, hold on.
This really big girl, and shout out to the BBWs, whatever. No, but she wasn't like a BBW.
Hold on, that's a great
but some people like that.
No, in your field.
Some people like
hold on. Mm-hmm. In your field, what's bigger? Like, yeah, the Instagram girls, but and when it comes to porn, because I don't want to, we'll say corn.
I think you could say porn.
Okay, well, when it comes to porn, it's like there's more people that are regular. So regular, like the fat weird shit, that's more popular than fucking a bad bitch. Because nerds know they can't get a bad bitch.
They can pay for it.
Right. A woman knows that she can get a nigga that is of the success or whatever the liking. Men know if my shit ain't on, I can't even approach the bitch. We know that.
That's why, guys.
That's why I'm saying the understanding and the respect of that. And we'll never believe. And I'm just giving you this is the thing. When I'm saying stuff, you don't have to agree with it. Just always know that's how we always see it.
That's valid.
Yeah. A man will never think that you understand like the struggle of what we went through, because you guys will never do it. Because to walk up to us and understand and say, hey, okay, I'll let you buy me a drink. We have to have what, Terrence? Money, good looks, maybe some cologne. It's so many variables that are in your subconscious, because you're just immediately when you see me, you're just, oh my God, why do I like this guy? There's a fucking 150 reasons why. My good looks, my this, but you act like it's nothing. Oh, well, he just built himself up. No, this is not no car. This shit is like, you feel what I'm saying, sir? It's like,
you don't want the starting product. You want the finished product.
I disagree on that. I disagree on that.
That's your personal.
And when you meet that nice part, that doesn't mean it's all working correctly anyway.
Is this the 20-year-old version of you, though?
Start finding out that motherfucking engine.
Okay,
yeah. So it's like,
hold on.
It's that I feel that it's just like what you're looking for. If you're looking for the right person, if you're looking for the person to build together with, you can get it.
So you believe in the look, but y'all are women, y'all don't look. What the fuck, y'all? You look? Did you look for your man? Did you look for him?
No.
Okay. Did you look for your man? Did you look for your man? She knows I got her.
I don't look.
Look at her. She's like, damn, he's
but I never said I look.
I don't look for it. That was a mistake. I was looking for it before. That's fine.
Since we always talking nuance, well, let me just be a fair nuance. You guys are all beautiful. You guys don't look for fucking men. Nice try.
I have a lot of, and I have a lot of friends who I know they do go looking for a man.
Oh, okay. How's that working for them? Did they find them?
It's not. That's why they're still in the place that they are.
But
I think that's
100. Like, yeah, she
that's the biggest
thing is when you get
it's when you're not. You have to when you're looking. It's typically you're looking for the wrong reason.
Yeah,
you're looking for the wrong reason.
This is how the man and woman stuff goes. It's very simple. You guys are supposed to cuff and chastity belt the cootie kanana, and we're trying to manipulate you guys and talk to you and do whatever the fuck we can do to get in there by any means except for the grape word. That's all it is. We don't care about all this other shit. We just want to get with this nigga stupid. This nigga stupid.
Welcome back.
Swivel the camera. But that's all I be saying. That should be wild, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we back.
All right, yeah.
You know what, the part that I don't understand with guys, the emotional part. You guys are
I love that. Let's talk about that. Oh,
yes,
okay.
like
I disagree.
I understand. You don't
I disagree too.
I think it's just communication.
No, because this is the thing with men.
You have to find the way to open
men
them.
and women, I believe we all have the same. Some men will say they don't got the same emotions. I don't believe that.
I believe you guys. You guys do
this. Let's go around the table.
There you go.
Let's go around the table and say what you think rather than us talk, so they won't think that we're fucking clowns.
There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna start here, go there, and then we'll bring it back to there. Okay.
What do we think?
Okay.
What's the question? Yeah, what's the?
So, ask the question again. So you said
I don't understand the emotional part with the guys.
Okay,
but hold on. But what part of the emotional part?
That's the thing. It's not. I
come in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So scoot down. So sorry, Mike.
I definitely. Hold on. I go that way this way.
Okay.
I feel that guys are not often to talk about emotional, and that's where the communication issues have between females and males when it goes with like, oh, I don't understand you don't understand me. It's more about the emotional thing. It's like I understand we're like completely different things.
Why don't men do that? Is that the question?
I'm just saying that it's like because we're talking about that we don't understand that you guys grow and build together. That part I definitely understand that. It's like the part that I have a really hard time. It's just not because I don't understand you guys have feelings. 100%. Of course, we all have feelings. Right. It's just that you guys don't talk about those feelings.
Because
I disagree.
Let them answer first, and then we'll go in a circle.
I feel like that's definitely not necessarily the case. I feel like if someone is not emotionally open and available to you, they're probably not for you. Any man who is actually going to be emotionally available to you, or any man who emotionally you are the person they truly want and truly, feel certain ways, they're going to open up to you. And it's just going to be something natural for that. And I feel like I've met men who I'm like, oh, this person just seems so emotionally unavailable, whatever. No, they were emotionally unavailable to me. Mm-hmm. They may have, wanted to talk to me, whatever physical thing, whatever it was, but emotionally they weren't giving it to me because I wasn't the person for them. And I feel like I've met so many men who, even just friendships, even like, let's be real, like, okay, me and G and I have some really deep conversations that are outside of anything, but I know for a fact he doesn't have those conversations with other people. And it's because of
tell them why
who we are, like how we are as people. Our friendship, our relationship has been able to evolve to where we're able to have those conversations, those communications. And it was like that from the beginning with us. Right. We've both been open and honest with each other, but we also click, and that's why now we have our, business relationships, our friendship. This is basically my best friend. Like, we talk about everything. Mm-hmm. And I have men that I've dated who I wouldn't even become close to a relationship like that. Mm-hmm. And it's not the fact that it's anything wrong. I won't
talk to other women that way. No, tell them why.
It's because he's not going to. It's like, why would I open up to someone like you're dumb? You can't have that conversation. You're not intellectually there. And again, it could be a thing where just because intellectually someone else clicks with someone doesn't mean you will. So if you and I, that's with females too. If you and I click one way, doesn't mean that you two are going to click that way. Or if I click with both of you and we're great friends, doesn't mean everyone else is going to have that. And that's even like with men. Like my partner, him and I have great communication, and we can both be ourselves with each other. But I have watched him, and I can see he can't do that with other people. Mm-hmm. And it's because he emotionally is not available to them. But to me, he is emotionally available. Yeah. And it's all about, is that person for you or not?
I understand, and I agree.
Right there,
and I agree with you. But that's what we goes to, like, when we're talking about partners, like a relationship, we should be emotional available for that person, because what's the point to be in a relationship with someone where you can even express yourself about the most important part? Because like economy, yeah, it is important, but if you don't have the mental, like the emotional right there, then you're not even going to be able to go to work. You're not going to perform the same. So I agree with you, but it's so hard even being in a relationship where the person opens, like, if that's not your person, and I understand that, then walk away. Yeah. Because we're wasting both of our time.
People don't walk away.
It's hard to do that.
It is.
You
really
don't.
Hard. It's harder to do.
I definitely
really
walk
hard.
away.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people.
Women, you guys leave men. Way
people
more
don't walk away. People will stay in a relationship
because we have
with no care, because they feel like they need to, or they have to, or they've put too much time, too much money, too much effort.
It's time. Yeah. And I would tell you about that.
Yeah,
I feel sometimes that you guys actually force us to walk away, because sometimes it's even harder for the guy to make the decision of breakout. I feel sometimes
people stay until they're disgusted now.
Yeah.
Until you are disgusted, you will continue to come back until you're disgusted. And that's most people. That's even most women.
And that's why everybody's
women and men.
That's the car analogy. To the wheels fall off. We beat it to the wheels fall off.
Once you're disgusted, you're done.
Yeah, but no man wants to pick up that dirty, dusty shit that was for the wheels that fell off. See, that be the problem, because everybody damaged. It's just a whole bunch of walking.
So now you have to figure out, fixing that, or what can you do? And that's the same thing, like with what you were saying. You're choosing not to really date because of the dating pool and all of this, but you also want to find yourself.
Yes.
So now, whatever picked up pieces you are right now, that wheel, now you're going to go find the right car to put your wheel on.
Mm. I agree, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest, because I don't want to be that person. And then
be afraid.
It's not feeding with the other.
Be afraid. If you're not afraid, you're never going to get what you want if you're not afraid.
This is a fucking
no risk, no reward. You got to be afraid because you take accountability for fucking up. So you got to be afraid that you don't make the same mistake, right?
Yeah, no. But what I mean with fucking up is just like not choosing on the right time. That's what that was my mistake. I'm like 100%. No. It was a time thing. Then with my husband, we were together for 13 years, but I was like, the last 5 years, we were not good.
You stayed till you were disgusted.
And I stayed with him. Yeah, technically 100%. Yeah. Until you say, that's it. It's my brother. I can't do this no more. No, yeah. But it's like, literally, it's like, I asked.
Living together shit.
I asked him like,
don't want to have that conversation.
I told him like, let's go to therapy, because this is not worth it. It's something that's wrong here. And you guys don't open to emotion. So that's it. It ends. And then after so many years that we were talking about with Disney movie, like after so many years having issues, then I was so like, I wanted. And I kind of went to like, I wanted, and I would look for it. And then I get in another relationship that it was not the right one. Right. But then once you get emotional, and once you work for it, because you work for it, then you don't want to give up. Right. You want to keep going until it got disgusted. And then when it got at that point is when it ends. And that's when I understand that it's not my time.
Absolutely.
It's time to work on it.
Absolutely. Let's introduce her. We got another friend of the show.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. You guys are having a great conversation.
Welcome to it.
Come on in.
Introduce yourself. I could give you guys backstory, but I'll let her do it. And
I'm Finesse.
Hide your wallets.
That is my real name. Let's get that out of there. Spelled FYNESS. I was on the latest season of Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Arlette Muley.
Oh yeah, I just booked my guy Mozzie VS on that. Did you see that episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's at like 2 million views.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be getting views.
Yeah. Yeah, we do get views. Mine came mostly from like other platforms like TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, I was pretty much known for not cutting them in any slack. If I saw something I didn't like, I called it out immediately. And the producer was getting kind of mad at me because I didn't really give the guys a chance. Before I was just like, no, I can see this is not gonna work out. Okay, I can see this is not gonna work out. And yeah, that's.
It was in Arizona, right?
Today,
Yeah.
It's valid.
You know what you want. That's good.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, you know what you want. Are you in a relationship?
No.
She's single. So you're single till you find what you want.
Was. If she was on Pop the Balloon just recently, I would hope she was single.
Well,
I hope she wasn't going on that.
All right. Or she's single now.
Listen,
real talk.
Listen, so yeah, so I watch Pop the Balloon every week. You know, not only that, only Arlette's one. Like I don't watch all the other ghetto ass ones and shit. Like so shout out to Pop the Balloon.
Yeah, shout out Arlette.
But yeah, some of the other ones I just can't fucking watch.
I've been enjoying like the ones the 20 is it 20v1 or something like that, where it's the ones where they put the celebrities with all these girls. Those ones be killing it. I'd be like, okay, what are you guys
doing?
doing?
Those that went the most viral recently.
Yeah, I like Arlette's shit. Like,
I love Arlette's.
Yeah,
because Arlette's is
it's
more
the original.
My mom likes to watch that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? My mom likes that shit. So that's a smart situation. You know, when Mozzie went and did it, you know, my mom's 65.
I like that they're very diverse on
big
there
demographic,
too.
and it's a female demographic
With the type of people. They put a lot of different from top to bottom. They got we got our junk cars and we got our
right.
we got our brand new 2025s.
I'll watch that shit and I'll be like, first off, this nigga's not gonna get picked because he's way too short.
I read everyone. No,
that girl's not gonna get picked because she has a fucked up attitude.
Mm-hmm. She walked in here looking that stank ass attitude. What is that? She says she can't cook.
The last one, I was like, 90% of these guys are not gonna get fucking picked on here. Like, and that's what happened. 90% of them didn't fucking get picked.
But that's life. Like, if you ask you like a regular woman, you guys think that like your average man is getting a home. You don't. So we're not talking to you. You don't. Your profession, yeah. But you're a regular woman. You guys think like your regular guy gets a lot of pussy and shit like that. And these guys, they're not getting pussy like that. Because it's a process.
Even the ones with money aren't. Do you know how much money some of these men? I know these men in like these industries, and I'm sitting here running these girls' pages and guys' pages too. Like,
corny is corny.
Do you know the people? These people are spending so much money. They have rich men spending thousands on online stuff. You don't even get to touch it. You just are gonna send me $1,000 for a 3-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to like motherfuckers like Fresh and Fit used to say, they don't think they're a podcast anymore.
I don't think I haven't seen anything.
They got deplatformed and then like they broke up. They don't, well, fuck them. Because they, why? Because I say this to say, like they had a lot of dudes thinking that they were fucking high value man.
But they had a lot of weirdo guys.
Yeah, they had a lot of weirdos. They had a lot of incels and shit. And they're part of the reason how the manosphere got infiltrated by fucking losers and shit, right? So then you create this pool where every guy thought he was fucking high value or he was a he-man woman hater and shit. And let's be honest, like you just said,
high value. Like, everyone's a high value man nowadays. I'm so forgetting that shit.
Money just fucking gets you into different doors.
Yeah,
money just gets you into different fucking doors. That's it. Like other than that, like you had to. That's why I say fucking social media, trying to date on social media is a fake place. It's not a real place. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the groundwork.
For pretend.
Yeah. Like it's not a real place.
It's like playing Barbies.
I got catfish before. I said it plenty of times. When I was a kid though, I was like in high school. This is before like catfish was a thing, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely catfished someone for a while.
Like so
that shit was fun.
Thank God
this girl, she I said it plenty of times in here, so I don't give a fuck. But this girl, this is a MySpace or Black Planet, one of them, I'm aging myself out, showing my age, right? So
I missed MySpace.
We was on MySpace and she was friends with another friend. So she's hit me up and, like for some odd reason, like I got a height limit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering why, like, she's sending pictures to my, because like, you know, you get charged to send the pictures to the phone. So she's sending pictures to my email of her from the neck up. And so I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, meet me at the YMCA. So I have my homeboy and her homegirl. We all meet up at the YMCA. So we waiting for 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, they about to stand us up. You know, typical woman shit, right? And so I'm like, I'm about to be fucking stood up, right? I get there, we're waiting. And I peep, I see some girls get off the bus. I'm like, oh, I hope these are not these girls, right? So long story short, the girl that was talking to me, she looked like fucking Big Bird. She was like 6'2".
I say, why did you want to not want them to be them? Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, yo.
Appearance-wise,
you know, like with anything, when I was younger, when I was in high school, shit like that, my sisters was always my excuses. So I say, oh shit, I gotta go pick up my sister from school. You know what I'm saying? Or like if it's a sexual situation wasn't going the right way, I was like, I ain't feeling this no more. I gotta go get my sister, right? So in this instance, I was like, yo, I gotta go get my sister. I forgot I gotta go pick her from school. And so she followed me, and I had to literally run home and shit. And like, like she was trying to follow me back home.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No. And the second time, it was this girl that looked like Precious.
Ooh.
Precious, the fat bitch, Precious.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's wrong with Precious?
That's not my speed, you know.
Hey, no, because she got dead serious. They got all quiet. It was like, hold on.
Not my speed, you know what I'm saying?
So it's someone's speed.
Yeah,
definitely.
Which is valid. That's a 10 to someone.
Yeah,
for sure. Oh, that's the whole point. There's more regular looking people than there's good looking people.
Yeah.
You do know that.
Yeah.
I got a thing, like I would not call you beautiful if you're not beautiful. I would not call you pretty if you're not pretty. I would not call you gorgeous if you're not gorgeous.
That's your opinion on them though. So live your life.
Yeah, but most of the time that is, it's a universal thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Like some guys be like, oh my, like just like on a balloon show, right? He like, oh, but you're gorgeous. I'm like, he's not fucking gorgeous. You're fucking gorgeous. It's only
I don't like this about you, but you're gorgeous.
Yeah. Like there's only a select few of gorgeous. You see, like I don't like to use certain words loosely. I don't like to use love loosely. I don't like to use beautiful loosely. I don't like to use gorgeous loosely. And there's a few other words, right? And those are some like you're fucking blowing that shit up, and you're fucking up their marketplace. You know what I'm saying? If they know that they're probably a solid 5. Okay, it's a perfect fucking marketplace for that. You know what I'm saying?
Most people are a 5. It's okay. Like there's like what 8 billion people. Most people are a 5.
I like solid 7s. To be honest with you.
Well, solid 7. Well, you see, if you got this,
that's above average.
But is it just? Are we talking just physically?
Just physical, and then let the personality and everything else figure everything out. Then you got a 10.
Like,
I'm down with a 7.
What's the score from? Like just for the view, or
we just talking about just man looks. Just a man looking at you like, okay, she's a 6.
If I say
she's a 5. She's
7.6.
You know.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Can you see a personality in a girl when you first see her, or you
immediately?
Just...
I only fuck with women that got a personality. I can't fuck with you that ain't got no personality. That shit ain't gonna last.
Some of these girls just are boring.
Most of them.
The worst thing is when you go to the club and the girl, you're like, oh, they're all so pretty. Just pretty.
That's it.
Right.
But then they're just sitting there like this the whole time. And I'm over here just like, so guys, in my own world, I'm dancing, talking to everyone else.
This is Miss in your own world.
I'm always in my own world.
See, most of the time, women, like guys are, a lot of guys are scared to approach attractive women.
Nice.
You guys ever get that? Like,
yeah, I get it. I hear it all the time.
Intimidation factor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I wonder how many people, like before Rihanna was with ASAP, how many guys would approach her. I'm pretty sure guys approach. Would y'all approach Rihanna?
Facts. I mean, I've already.
Okay.
Facts.
So,
I mean, I'm just throwing somebody out there that's,
Yeah, hell
possibly.
Yeah. She a Pisces like me. It's a wrap.
I'm not necessarily the approaching type, but yes, I will approach her.
Okay. Okay.
Because she's women like everybody else. Come on, man.
So that kind of debunks you guys not wanting to approach somebody that you might think is of a higher caliber.
What you mean?
I mean, you guys are saying like the intimidation factor.
No,
right?
most men.
Most men.
Yeah, you asked us.
Yeah.
My bad.
Like,
Excuse me.
Like I led with it in the beginning.
Yeah,
like I'm
the difference.
I
know. Oh yeah, no.
You know me. You think I'm gonna walk
I feel that I just go by
yeah.
insecurities. That's just insecurities. We have our own. You guys have your guys' insecurities too. So it's
you want to know what my insecurity is about? Fucking failing.
Exactly.
Failing.
That's our biggest insecurity.
What, the turn down or failing?
Like, no,
failing in life.
Failing life.
See,
I can get
our
rejection.
biggest insecurities are attached to what y'all.
But I feel like that's valid for a man. I feel like if a man isn't afraid of failing, like, why would you do it? Because at the end of the day, you're not only like, again, we're looking at my viewpoint on relationships.
Right.
Then at that point, if he's not afraid of failing, then that means that me, our children, our home, everything can just be all lost, and you're not worried about if we lose all of that.
Right.
And at the end of the day, for, again, I have my business, I have this, but again, that's not my first priority. If my first priority is going to be the home, and a man's not afraid of failing for that, what are you going to do? Because at the end of the day, you have all of us on your back now.
Right.
You got to carry all of us. So if you fail, then what?
But I feel that goes with maturity too. So once you're mature enough, then you're afraid of failing. Before you're not, you don't care because you don't care. You live the day by day.
But he Jedi mind tricked y'all. They didn't even see it. Because bottom line is our failure is attached to you guys.
Yeah, it's attached to what we're doing.
You guys fail, y'all just fail yourselves.
I disagree with that because if you think about it, we're mom.
That's from a man's perspective. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But it's what part are you failing?
We don't care about. That's all. It's just the way that we made. Like, you care about if we fail at life. Like, oh my God, I can't provide for you. If you fail at life, oh my God, figure it out. We got your back. That's cool.
But that's if they haven't. If I get it, I feel like with women, if you are not in a relationship, I understand that fear of failure, especially when you do have kids, because obviously you're now carrying that. Right. And even if they have a father, at the end of the day, not all men are going to have your guys' mindset where it's like, hey, I want to make sure that my home is taken care of. I'm going to continue to do this. So I feel like that's a big thing. Like, there are a lot of women who do have to be afraid of failing because at the end of the day, they have no choice. When I wasn't even, okay, so after my divorce, like when I was single, before everything, I was now carrying my little brother who, lived with me. I was then carrying my home. Half the time I was carrying everyone, a lot of people who were living in my home too, helping out with this, helping out with that. I'm not saying anyone wasn't doing this, but no matter what, everything fell on me. Whether they were roommates, whatever. If someone was short, I had to pick that up. So I get it.
How'd that make you feel?
For me, I knew it wasn't going to be a forever thing. I don't necessarily mind it.
And that's major.
No, I knew it wasn't going to be a forever thing because for me, I knew I had those things. Like, I know that I want that partner.
We had that. We wish we could be struggling and be like, oh my God, this isn't going to be forever. And sometimes it'd be valid. For 20 years.
But I don't think that she means that it's going to be forever because she's going to get a guy that will be
not a guy. Just she knows that she'll figure it out. No, I know what she meant by that. Yeah. She knows she'll figure it out.
So for me, it's like, I understand.
She was born with that.
I understand both.
Yeah. See, the Benz knows, this is just a carburetor. This is the alternator, but we ain't a Benz. So when shit fucks up, we're like, nigga, this bucket, it ain't got no gas. It ain't doing nothing. So you know what I'm saying? That's just the
So you're saying woman is not there when y'all out of gas and you're all bucket and they're not there to.
No. This is the thing. And see, you guys come to the defense of that. We're never saying that.
No, a woman can still be there.
That's not the point. Like that. The point is not you guys coming to console us. The point is that we know or we feel that anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. As a man. They don't. If me and him have this podcast right now and we start fucking up and talking weird, y'all will start looking around like, what the fuck's going on? Mm-hmm. You have to understand, like, you guys get used to so much like killerness and greatness. I tell this to my friends and my partners all the time. I'm doing great things, but if I already did it greatness one time, that's it. No one cares. I did something great. Oh, I just did a deal for this many million or this many million. But the fact that you hear it and you be like, oh, okay, what happened to all that excitement? We're so subconsciously desensitized by greatness and good shit. It don't mean anything anymore. All of this shit we be talking about, where's the meaning of it? Like you were talking about, there's no substance. So it'd be kind of like where we at. So I get lost. Like, what's the real meaning of it? I'll sit down and want to talk to a woman and get to know her. But the minute she does that weird shit, it's like, come on. Nobody wants to, we don't want to deal with that shit. So it's always the big divide. It's like the biggest disconnect ever. Because niggas ain't shit and bitches ain't shit. And we just want the pussy. And it's like, y'all just want the dick when they want it. It's like, do y'all even want it no more? Like, yeah, it just be so weird. You know what I mean? It just be weird. Like,
what would you say? Like, what would you say as a content creator? Like, what is your biggest thing in misconceptions and, from a guy like that the guys, I would say, would tell you?
What's the biggest misconception?
Yeah, for her. Or for you two.
Being content creator?
Yeah.
I'm not a content creator,
but like just being, being in the content space. You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
Well, before that, I'm not really a person that is very judgmental or has a certain expectation or a bar that somebody has to meet, if I decide that I'm gonna deal with you, then I'm gonna go full force, and I'm not gonna expect you to do this, that.
I don't even know if I like that deal.
So
I got to deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already feel like I'm a nuisance. Like, I have to be dealt with.
Like about everyone. So there is gonna be something that you're just gonna be dealing with, just because you still want to put forth the effort with this person.
I have a question for you with that. Mm-hmm. So I didn't realize exactly who you were, but then I realized, okay, I did watch yours. So in a sense, I feel like you're saying that, but I'm not gonna lie. It seems like you're also contradicting what you're saying, because your Pop the Balloon, it was pretty clear that there wasn't nothing you were going to deal with. So it's like, obviously you weren't choosing any of those people to deal with, but it's like, before that, even just watching, there was like even just one little thing. And some of them, you know, it could have just been little to everyone else around, but I know other people, like I'm giving an opinion of what I think other people will also see if they've watched that.
Yeah.
It seems like you're also kind of contradicting what you were saying, you know, your feelings then and what you're saying now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I didn't reject everybody though. I didn't pop my balloon on everybody.
We saw.
I did get my balloon popped.
I saw that too. But I'm saying in a sense of, you know, because that a lot of people, that is what you went viral for. So that's what it is.
Hey,
so now when people see this, they're going to ask you like, okay, so you were doing this, you were so hard on this, but now you're saying like, you're not as hard, you know, on certain things. So that's like my question for you is like, what is that? And it's not, again, I'm not coming at you. I feel like you're being honest with the fact that if you choose to deal with someone, you're going to do it. But I can also see where other people who are going to watch this podcast are going to wonder with the Pop Balloon, is it the same? Is it contradicting? Make it make sense.
She said, I just want to know.
I popped for, honestly, some of the things are edited out, and some of the things we couldn't say.
Yes.
Or of course, we would be backpacking off of somebody else, and they're like, no, you have to come up with something else. You can't say that.
Of course.
So that was what happened with me some of the times. But for instance, like the high water pants, I can't.
The high water pants?
Most people aren't going to understand that. Most people think that it's just a lot of people don't realize when it comes to a lot of social media stuff that is what's happening, is they are editing out, they are doing that. And that's also why I asked you, because people are going to look at you in one way because of things you're saying here and there.
And that's why.
So it's like, that's why I was saying.
Did you watch BM Talks to Them? Our BM Talks to Them?
Part of it. I didn't watch it. I only
we kind of got into it because at the end of the show, everybody went out. Everybody went out together. We all kicked it. We went to dinner.
Yeah.
We went to the club. I'm not a person that goes to the club, but I was down for the experience.
Of course.
Even though I did reject the guys, like once I did get to know them, they were cool. But it was that fact.
Still rejecting them.
It's also people behave one way on TV.
That is true, but I wasn't specifically behaving one way and then differently.
Oh, I wasn't saying you. I was talking about the men.
She wasn't talking about you.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the men.
But it was a different.
We can tell you're your true self. We have to worry about that.
It was just a different feeling. Like, okay, I'm looking at this person as a potential love interest versus now I don't see you as a love interest anymore.
So you can be cooler.
Friends. Yeah. So that. It just, the pressure just kind of goes away.
Okay, well, hold on right there. So you said we can't be this, but we just can be friends. Jedi mind trick. But you said we need to get back to being friends. So you see how that just happened? Yeah. A man goes from, I was about to get the pussy, now I'm in the friend zone. But you just said, why can't we be friends? So which one is you see?
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Well, you know, to clear it up with the viewers, like, going into shit, you probably should be friends first. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I look at everything like a house. Like if you just jump right to the ceiling, like it's no fucking foundation. You know what I'm saying? So you should probably be friends first and try to get to learn this person. And you know, like me, I'm all for if I'm dating,
like you said,
I'm learning different people as well.
That's dangerous. So when you say friends, what kind of friends? Because I'm saying, look at the disparity. She's describing this friend zone. You're describing that the minute this happens, nigga, you're over here. So when you say be friends with them, to your average person, not us, like you just said, how do these regular motherfuckers know how to do that? Because that ain't easy. Just because we do it effortless, that ain't easy. I'm not saying I'm gonna be your friend, but I want to get into the I'm gonna get pussy zone. Yeah, and not be into the friend zone.
Well, most of the time, that's the nigga's game is they'll play the friend role, they'll play the friend zone role with hopes of getting pussy. But what I'm saying is, when you meet somebody and you guys are dating and you guys are being intentional, you should start it off with a friendship.
If you're dating, are you in the friend? That's, you get what I'm saying? It's like, if you're dating, are you in the friends? Just for your average guy that's a 5 dating a woman that's a 5. 2 average people.
No, if you're dating, you're obviously not in the friend zone if you're actually dating each other. Right. Yeah. There's no, you can't, you can build a friendship.
That's talking. But that's nigga lingo. White people don't say none of this talk that we just said here. They say, want to go get coffee, and your homegirl be like, oh, what'd you go do? I went out on a date. She'll say I went on a date with her. Guess what? So come on.
Well, hey, if you can't swim, you're bound to fucking drown. You get what I'm saying? Build its structures to the shit.
Yeah.
That's why I never really jumped into a relationship, because like, I want you to know me first. I'm protecting you from it. but at the same time, I want to know you. You know what I'm saying? We might not be fucking compatible. We might just only be friends. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a foundational friend zone right there.
But I
like that. Hold on.
There is a big thing with that. It's like, remember, like what he was saying, we have the power to determine where you're going to be. That's what you were saying. Like, we're the Mercedes.
Yeah.
So you are taking the risk that we will put you on the friend zone. When we put you on the friend zone, it's really hard to move to the other part. It's like, you're always going to be on the friend zone. So I'm assuming that I would agree with like the be friends, but you have to be friends on the like dating at the same time. Those two have to be together, because
that's so hard. That is not as smooth as you think.
It's like the friends with benefits, because your intentions, it's being on a relationship. You don't want to be on the friend zone all the time. So if you come on the friend zone and you left, I'll see you as a friend. It's really hard for you to get out of there. To be honest with you,
so
it's really hard.
What do you look for in a friend? Let's just do a quick.
You mean friend, or potential something else?
No. Just the word friend. If we're using this as a unisex term, friend. Like, what do you see as a friend?
I see like that. It's that commitment too. Like, I have that person that would be there when I needed to as a friend. No benefits, just friends. I have that. I can talk to that person about anything. I do have good friends. Same gender, because I don't know, it's hard to like, we talk like with anything, we understand each other, we know each other, they know that I'm here for them, and then
he sees what I'm doing. You just described your man. All of that friend stuff, everything you said there, that's your man. So you don't have to say that.
When you're in a relationship, you have to have a friendship with the person you're in a relationship. Period. You have to have some sort of friendship.
3 words. I like you. Like, I have to like you.
It's like, friendships are also compartmentalized too. There's different.
I have friends for certain things. Yeah. I got my party friend. I got my dinner friend.
Yeah, there are a lot of different types of friends.
I got my everything.
But a man that's trying to be that ain't trying to be none of that. He just wants to be your man, and that gets dicey.
Man is everything. Then you gonna be my man. You
guys see it as a man and not friends. It's like, if you're a man,
we see it as a man, and that's inside of that. Yeah, we see it as that's inside.
It has to be. It's like.
But I'm saying from us, your standpoint, you see it as this. From our standpoint, we see it as we are these things, and these things. That's the byproduct of what the fuck we are.
No. Because you got to think, like, half the time, a lot of people are in relationships that don't really like each other. You know what I'm saying? So we don't necessarily.
That happens over time.
Yeah. No,
I'm not talking about.
It doesn't start out. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Shit, most of the time, like, a lot of times, like, you see a lot of bad characteristics or red flags, or you don't like a lot of things about this person right out the bat, but you still
because there's something. There's something that benefits you.
But sometimes the bad ways are good.
That's the shit you got to deal with, like what she's talking about.
Yeah. But you also have to call it, though.
You have to determine, am I dealing with it or not?
That's not really you, boo.
I prefer that you would change that
But again, it's a communication thing because there's certain things. There are certain red flags that if you communicate them, it may not actually be something, or they may not realize, oh, by me doing this, it makes you feel this way. So that could be one thing where it's just like, hey, there's just some sort of barrier there. Or it could be a red flag where they're just like, no, that's who the fuck I am. And either you're going to accept it or you're not. And at that point, if you choose to stay when they've showed you over and over, or they've showed you,
that's on you.
You have no choice. Either you accept this or get the fuck on, or you can stay here and do whatever.
You don't deal with the red flags. You deal with the yellow flags.
Yep, I agree with you.
I don't.
That was a good one.
But that's you who does that. Because
that's negotiable.
Most women deal with the red flags, and they are okay with dealing with the red flags. But men too. Men do it too.
We do too.
I really feel that we always have the mentality like, he's going to change for me. He's going to change for me. He's going to stop doing that.
Y'all know we're not.
Idea. That goes with the mature part too. I feel that's because we were not ready. We want to be in that relationship even when we know that we're not going nowhere, because we know that from the beginning.
That's good.
But when you are ready for a relationship, as soon as you see the red flag, like she said, I'm not going to be able to deal with that.
Yeah. But that's what people are looking. When someone is looking for a relationship, they're going to go ahead and sit here and, be like, oh, I'm going to be okay with this. Or, you're looking for that relationship. So you're trying to find it. Whereas for women, when you're not, or when you're finally after you found yourself, or when you're still trying to find yourself and you're not looking for a relationship, that's when you typically get what you want. And that's with anything. Even think about it. When you're sitting here and you're looking for a car and you're like, oh, I really think I like this one. And then you get it and you're like, oh, wait, maybe I didn't like it as much as I want, or I wish I would have had this one instead. Because you were rushing to do it because that's what you thought you needed, or that's what you thought you wanted. But in reality, you're sitting here and you're just allowing all of these things to happen because you're like, I want this so bad.
And then there's the initial mask of the situation too. Exactly. Like that whole representative that we fall in love with at first. That's a big deal. That representative be a motherfucker because that motherfucker is the bomb right there.
Listen, I'm gonna take you out every day.
Hey, oh my God.
Gonna do this. This is what our life's gonna be every day.
Yeah, I'm there.
Women do it too, though. Women are like, I'm gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna go to his house. I'm gonna clean his house right now, and he's gonna want this massage, and then he's like, okay, let's move in.
Yeah.
You want me to cook and do this every day?
Right.
Yeah. Isn't that what you were doing to get me?
Yeah.
Isn't that how you got me? And now you don't want to do it? It
goes for everything. The effort that we put to get ready to go out and we look good, and then we're together and like whatever.
Or women and men. They're like, oh, I like having I'm gonna like women especially will be like, oh, I love sucking dick all the time. I love fucking all the time. And then the second that person's like, oh yeah, you sit here and you do it over and over again, when you first meet them, and then all of a sudden once you have them, you're like, okay, let me just stop. I don't have to do it so much. I already got him now.
Yeah, right. I mean, and that's what happens with the guys.
Like
guys do it too.
Yeah, that's why. And then look, so that something like that'll happen. Then we'll go fuck another bitch, and then you, like, not you per se, but your argument.
Oh my gosh,
would be like, oh,
why would you do that?
Why would you do something like that?
You didn't need to.
He's the one that pushed me away. He pushed me away.
You didn't need to do that. You didn't have to sleep with someone else. You could.
I agree. I agree 100%.
The thing is like, use discernment, like with everything,
I'm in management. Have great swipe management. All right, please, guys.
And guys, I'm about to give my game, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I'll let you guys say what you guys got to say, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here, right? So, no matter what, they said a whole bunch of word salad and shit. You know what I'm saying? That might confuse you.
I love a good salad.
You guys, this is fun. Look, at the end of the fucking day, no matter what anybody says, keep on trying to be the best fucking you. No, when you're in that relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, never get comfortable. The next nigga can always take your girl. No matter how good of a relationship you guys are in, you're on borrowed time if you get comfortable.
Facts.
You are on fucking borrowed time. Yeah. So at the end of the day, all I say is get better, do better, and fucking keep building. Hey, and it's okay to seek therapy. It's okay to talk to people. A therapist might not necessarily be fucking seeing a doctor or whoever it might be.
It might be Mr. Cushing.
Yeah,
that's my therapist.
Getting your shit out. Get your shit out.
And be truthful with yourself. Because a lot of people don't acknowledge their traumas and their triggers.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where the
therapist too.
And it shit fucking internet.
I'll be a therapist, babe.
And then you fucking get the shit all bottled in and shit, and then you snap.
Kim called me a gentleman. It was like the best moment of my life. She was like, people don't understand you, Gio. You're a gentleman. She's like, I've been around you. I know. Just whatever you
Angie
said.
was saying something maybe
yeah.
similar. Maybe. I don't know.
About me?
Yeah.
You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
She cussed me out and we're best friends after that. But anyway.
Shouts out to him.
Yeah, I say that to say, man, look, and in women, I don't have it. For the women, give them some advice. That's what you guys
I agree. Don't get comfortable either. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, like I feel like comfortability is a luxury, and you don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't care how luxurious your life is. Whatever, you do not have comfortability.
Yeah.
It's made up. It's in your head. Figure it out. Do that. Respect yourself. Respect others. And make sure you get what you want out of it. If it's something that you want, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Tell him though. Just don't lie. If you want a relationship, tell him at the beginning. Tell him at the beginning. Don't sit here and sit around with someone who clearly doesn't want the relationship just because you think he's going to change for you. Because he's probably not. He might change for someone else, but it's probably not you.
Yeah, try to have it all out on the table, so you know what you're dealing with on both ends. That's what I would say for the men and the women. Make sure that he's telling when he lying. You know when she lying. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it real.
Nigga, why you always lying?
I mean, for real.
Well, I'm not going to put it all on the table, though, at first.
No, not at first, nah.
Like I said, know what you come with. I know what I come with. Mm-hmm. Like the cooking reference, I'm not gonna come to your house and just immediately start cooking. We're in this talking stage.
Yeah. That's valid.
We have to be really locked in. Then I'll show you, hey, look, I can do this. Okay. Oh, look, I can do this.
She keeping shit in a holster right there. She's keeping that shit in a holster. Okay,
but I'm gonna leave it for another time. Advice that you give, lady?
I will say love yourself first. It's like work on yourself. When you love something, you take care of them forever. No matter how good you can feel, you're always going to put the effort to be better, and not just like be better in a selfish way. Be better for your partner, your family, your friends, like everything. But always love yourself first. You're first, and after that, then you'll be good with everyone.
All right, yeah, man. G6, man. Fuck all this kumbaya shit. Everybody keep capping, keep lying, lie responsibly. Everybody's full of shit, you know what I'm saying? And just keep doing what the fuck you're doing, because at the end of the day, we're all on God's time, and if you believe in destiny, then it was going to happen anyway. Signing out, you already know Elevated Talks, G6, holler at me, holler at me, and holler at me. Money Train Management, we're on.
That will get you beaten off for the rest of your life. You're gonna be have a Fifi sack and a fucking OnlyFans. She'll be running one of the girls' pages and shit.
Come on, listen. You need me to run it? Just send me a message.
You got any game?
Oh, that was game? Oh, that was my moment to give game? Oh, hold on. Position.
Fucking line.
Keep lying responsibly. Position is nonsense of the law. Possession is nonsense of the game. You feel me? Holla at me.
Wrap it up, especially in these day and age. Wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up is a good one.
Wrap it up. Also, go buy some Plan Bs now.
Right. Wrap it up.
You might not have them for a while. So.
Hey, yeah. Look, man. Look.
Wrap it up unless you take
that's a whole. I'm not even.
I'll tell y'all about that later.
Yeah. Shout out your socials, and we're gonna end it at that.
It was great being here with you guys. You guys can follow me on basically any platform at Is It Charlize.
And then
coming soon. The podcast will be coming soon.
Nice.
Not yet. It's in the works, and when it does, it will be Charlize. We'll figure it out.
See how that happens?
We'll promote here.
Right. All right. Y'all love here. I'm Kimmy Kim on IG. I really keep it real moderately. I got a quiet community. I really just be chilling. So see me on there if I'm doing some other things.
What did they say on Baby Boy?
Which one? What part? What?
How much was it?
$40.
So speaking of that, where can we catch you?
Oh yeah, you might see me on more of that on that Talk with Flea. You might see me on there again. And,
featured by
Cam.
Cameron.
Yeah.
John. Okay. Shout out to Cam.
Shout out to Cam.
Man, it's so hard to get her to tell people she's doing great things. She's Louise.
For sure. Yeah.
She need to push.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It's the quiet community over here.
No, it's okay. She on the fence. I'm just gonna push her ass to fuck off.
He will push me over the ledge.
She's that Angela Bassett.
Right,
she burning everything.
Right. No, I already calm down.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like the incognito. I don't have too many social media. Mine is IG, and I'm Marilyn Mesa. You need to send me a request because I'm picky and like
that.
Well, you can catch me on Instagram at me and Finesse spelled FYNESS. And if you're in California, I do sell chocolate covered strawberries, and my restaurant is called Berry Delicious.
Oh, you got a restaurant? Congratulations!
Very nice.
I love the chocolate covered strawberry.
Only chocolate covered strawberries, white chocolate, milk chocolate,
say, you gotta have
or both.
I'll be calling you
for Valentine's Day. You know,
that's perfect.
Order. You gonna ship it?
You got a wife or girlfriend or something else?
Are you gonna ship it? Yes. Are you gonna ship it?
Okay. Yeah. Well, indeed. Okay. And actually, I don't think I actually said my piece of game. My piece of game would be.
Go ahead. Speak into the microphone. Gaming.
Never keep up. Do your own speed.
That's okay. Like that.
I like that.
You want to stay
in your lane.
Yeah, she did that and dropped the mic. Okay, you know what's going on, guys. Capital G6. It was a pleasure after 4 years being on this platform with my, good brother Terrence and stuff like that. But no, all jokes aside, man, it's definitely always great being here. Capital G6, holla at me, you know what I'm saying, Money Train Management. If anybody needs any management, shameless plug, leave me alone. Let me do my thing, Mr. DeMille, close up. And, I'm doing a lot of great things, brand management, I'm working with Charlize over here. She's, she has a podcast coming soon. We have Kim over here as well. Kim was also on something with Baby Court, and this guy right here, he was on it as well. I'm booking everybody. He just won't never talk about stuff that I do for him because, what I mean? We can't talk about such things. But shouts out to everybody that's making things happen. I got a situation with Coca-Cola. Hopefully we can do a situation with maybe Coca-Cola and Elevated Talks, maybe one day. Obviously, always shouts out to Sneak Apparel. You know what I'm saying? That's always, and he introduced me to Sneak, and just to see somebody that still rocks me 4 or 5 years later based on this relationship.
I am the plug, just to let you guys know.
Right. Yeah. But I'm the outlet, holla at me. But most definitely hope everything is great. Shouts out to my son, Iris and Jordan. I feel like I just won an award, but yeah, y'all be safe.
The nigga won the Nigga Please Award.
I like that one too.
Anyways, follow us on social media, Elevated One Network, Instagram, all that shit, Twitter,
X.
Yeah, my bad. And
back.
subscribe, like, comment, share a friend, and share to a friend.
Share a friend.
Don't
share a friend.
Hey, share a friend.
No, just kidding.
Where y'all going after this? Everybody, drinks on me. I'm sharing friends.
Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we back up in this bitch.
Real talk.
And subscribe, like, and do all that shit.
definitely do that.
And we out.
Peace.